Okay, so as you guys saw, I packed Rafael Marquez on my max 88 hero pack, and I had to try him out. I mean, at first glance, he looks like shit. The reason he looks like shit is because he has 74 pace, and his pace distribution is horrible because he only has 73 sprint speed. We know that center backs tend to be lengthy, and lengthy players tend to ignore acceleration, and sprint speed matters more. But the fact that his sprint speed has the lower distribution compared to something like a Rudiger, who has 78 pace, but most of that pace goes into sprint speed, this guy is going to be definitely slower on the field. He has really good defensive stats, 90 defending, 88 physical, and his dribbling and passing is passable. I mean, his agility is all right. His balance is pretty good for a defender, especially center backs. And his composure is high enough where he won't like lose his shit when the ball's in the box. So overall, this guy is like he's not like completely horrible. He's usable. His playstyle plus his slide tackle. I don't really use slide tackle in this game. I don't really know who does. Like realistically, every time I use slide tackle, I lose the ball or get a red card. So it's just not something I generally do. But let's just get straight into it, straight into the gameplay. I'm playing him in Div Rivals, and we're gonna start the match. And you'll notice that it's hard to review defenders because like how many times are you really defending? Especially when you let AI do it. So I kind of passed the ball to Marquez just to like see how he feels on the ball. And I'll be real with you, he actually feels quite responsive. Like he doesn't move like a truck. As you can see, like he's actually like able to dribble the ball pretty well. And players have to kind of chase him. I lose the ball here because I was doing too much and I conceded right away. But like this has nothing to do with his defensive abilities. I was just fucking around and like using his dribbling abilities when I really shouldn't have. So if we fast forward a little bit more, we're gonna see some more scenarios where we use them. So in this scenario, so one thing to keep in mind, his defensive capabilities, because of his high defensive and high defensive awareness stat, you'll notice, and by the way, I play a super high line. You'll notice that this guy is blocked and Marquez is in the right position, and then he's gonna offside trap him. He's gonna do it really fast. He's gonna do it right before this guy does a through ball. Right before. Boom. Now he's offside. Now the ball's back on our court. He's offside. And like players with low defensive abilities tend to fuck that up quite often. So honestly, immediately, like I will say his high defensive rating definitely shows. His AI is a tad bit better than most AIs you will play with. Like Van de Ben is really good, but really fast, really good, really agile. But he has low defensive abilities. So if you play a highline trap with the Van de Ben with his low defensive abilities, he will make mistakes a lot. But with Van de Ben, it doesn't matter if he makes mistakes a lot because he has super high pace. So even if he lets the ball through, he's able to catch up, whereas Marquez is not able to do that. So let's just see a little bit further ahead. Okay, another defensive situation. Again, offside. You'll see most of my gameplay, I get constant offsides. I pass it to Marquez because I want to see how the ball feels on him, his passing abilities. I mean, realistically, like as a player outside of the defending abilities, he's like all right. He's responsive. He doesn't move like a truck. He's usable. He's not like a Campbell. Like if you know Joe Campbell, like the CB, the icon CB, that guy moves like a truck. He's such a good defender, but when you get the ball with him, chances are you're gonna lose it. So here's a situation where he actually didn't really defend, but he caused the player to lose the ball somehow. So like he's like there and he's harassing the player and he just ended up passing back to the keeper. So like I don't know how to feel about this. I kind of wanted him to tackle automatically. Like that would have been a good scenario where he could have gotten the ball off the player. But at least he like I guess stopped the goal. But like I wasn't too big of a fan with that. And then I scored. Let's go back to the defensive. I'm just gonna keep skipping to the defensive parts. I don't think you guys care too much about the attacking ability. Although you will see him in corners, and I hate to disappoint or spoil it, but he's pretty shit in corners. So as you can see, this time around he actually did get the ball back. He actually did make a tackle. So we take that. It's not consistent. I don't know what it is. I think like certain players like Van Dijk will just constantly be doing it, whereas he doesn't. And you kind of need to force feed him. Okay, so another defensive situation right here. I think I lose the ball. Bompastor to Williams Jr. Williams Jr. to Dembele. Dembele to Gyökeres. And it's offside. And it's offside because, let's watch the replay again. It's offside because of the AI capabilities, right? He's onside right now. Boom. Do you see that? Do you see that? He like blitzed back and forth. This is what you get when you have 90 defending. And by the way, I played him on basic chem. I didn't even put a shadow on him, so I probably could get more pace out of him. But I just want, I'm realistically, like, I'll be real with you. I'll give the proper review at the end, but he's not my daily driver. Like, Van de Ven, Militao, like, Koundé, these players are so affordable and cheap right now where why would I even waste my time on someone who's average? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you absolutely have me, don't have coins. Oh, this was a sick goal. That was a sick ass goal. Okay, so here I actually try and see how far I can go with Marquez. So I pass the ball back to Marquez and I try to dribble through his team just to see like if he's able to keep up. And he's actually pretty strong. He's a little bit short. I'm not gonna lie. Like if you look at him and compare him to other defenders, he's actually quite short. But like he's very strong. Generally speaking, shorter players are not that strong. But like he's kind of strong. I don't know if it's his strength or if it's his if he has a playstyle, but he is kind of strong. Then at some point the momentum goes towards the opponent and he ends up scoring like 4 goals on me. And this is where I lost all. By the way, I started like trying to force slide tackles because I never slide tackle. I tried to force slide tackles because he has a slide tackle playstyle plus. Don't do it. That playstyle plus is completely pointless. Like the only players who are truly probably able to use slide tackles properly are the pro players, and even then I don't see them using it that much. Like me trying to fish for slide tackles ended up me conceding like 5 goals. Like literally you will see. I was just trying to force a slide tackle because, again, these player reviews, especially with defenders, is kind of annoying because you're trying to basically... Oh, by the way, that was a sick receive. He actually ended up not... Because one problem with air balls is defenders with low balance will just tumble and lose the ball immediately. That was pretty good. He held the player back and he actually kept the ball. But what I was saying was, like, I was trying to force slide tackles and it ended up, like, costing me. But, like, that's the part of the review, right? I do want to see how he performs in slide tackles. And it's not enough for you to try and force it. Like, if there is a situation where you should slide tackle, it might be a little bit better than the average player, where he probably will not get a red card as much as the average player. But it's just, like, it's far too, like, it's just not something you won't do. Trust me. Then, when do I start conceding? I kind of want to show you guys when I start conceding. So, I ended up offside trapping him here, I believe. Man, offside traps are so OP. Offside traps are so OP until the momentum shifts towards your opponent. Then when they get the momentum, by the way, momentum is basically the scripting in this game. I don't know. Okay, this was a mistake. This was a very bad mistake on his end. He should have stopped that. He should have stopped that. He has much too high of defensive capabilities to not stop that. This is when things started like tumbling down. And I started conceding like a madman. Like within the next 10 minutes of the game, I conceded like insane amount of goals. And he just kept letting things go, like letting things through. And obviously the momentum shifted. But like you would expect 84 composure and you would expect 90 defending to actually like ignore the momentum shift. Because certain players are supposed to be good regardless. Van Dijk never does this. Unlike Van Dijk is actually genuinely good in the game. But like you would expect Marquez to be the same as Van Dijk here because he has high stats. I was controlling him here. I actually ended up, by the way, I got the ball back. I'm pretty sure I concede right here somewhere. Yeah, I do concede. Let's see how he conceded. So I controlled him. That was my mistake. Never control your center backs. Never ever control your center backs. It's how you almost guaranteed concede. And then there's gonna be a 5th goal here somewhere. Let's see how we concede that. Marquez is right here. It goes to Konate. Konate, by the way, is not that good either. And boom, Konate just lets that through. Konate doesn't have a shadow on him either, so that's another problem. I should probably fix my... I don't know what Marquez did here. Like, this was, like, very, very stupid. This was very, very stupid. So, Marquez goes, completely leaves this part open, and then he lets him score. Like, I don't understand. Like, Van de Ven, with lower defensive abilities, would make that mistake, but he would come back. I actually think it has something to do with the playstyle. Because, not the playstyle, sorry, the player instructions. Because I put him as stopper. And stopper is meant to be, like, more aggressive, and I think that's what messed it up. I think I had to play him on a defender, but he doesn't have a double plus on defenders, so that's why I didn't want to play him on defender. So like if he's not a double plus plus on defender, I'm not gonna lie, like I don't see the value in him. I genuinely don't see the value. He might be. I actually have to double check. Okay, so here's. I don't know if somewhere here I do a corner. Let's see if I can find a corner. Let's see. There's a corner. Now I want to show you guys something about the corner. Let's see if I can show it. There we go. Okay. I wanted it to try him on corners. I wanted to see how he performs on corners. Can you find him on the field? Do you see him? I mean, I'm not trying to be racist or anything, but Marquez is pretty light-skinned. These are very dark-skinned players. He's nowhere here. He is nowhere here. He is not even there for corners. Nuno Mendes is there for corners, and he ain't. This pissed me off. This pissed me off because I swapped him out for Rudiger. Rudiger was always there for corners. Rudiger, Militao, always there for corners. Mark, how are you going to have a defender that isn't there for corners? That is one of their selling points. Van Dijk is a lethal threat when it comes to corners. This ain't even, like, he's not even there. Like, this is a useless of a corner to even show. Like, Nuno Mendes ended up being the one who connected with it. You would expect Marquez, a center back, to be in here for corners. He wasn't there. So, I mean, there's not much else to see, right? This game ended 6-3. Obviously, I was fucking around with him, trying to, like, force feed him and stuff, which I conceded a bunch of goals because of that. I was trying to slide tackle, conceded because of that. But regardless, it's not an excuse. For an 88 rated hero defender, I expected more. I think he's usable. I don't think he's going to be better than a Militao, better than a Koundé, better than a Rudiger. I think like he's one of the lower end defenders. I think if you really like him as a player and you watch him in real life, maybe you can consider using him. But honestly, otherwise, fundamentally, I would say he's a hard pass. I would give him like a solid 6 out of 10. 7 out of 10 would be like, you know, he can make it into the team. 6 out of 10 is like, I'm sorry. He's gonna go into an SBC. Like, I'll be real with you. He's gonna be going to an SBC. I'm sorry for everyone who got him, who wanted to play with him. I apologize. He sucks. If you like this type of video, please drop a like. It really helps me. I would greatly appreciate it.